as they were talking about this idea of women being able to speak for themselves and talk about their successes with confidence and almost like use their successes, their past successes, to leverage promotions, negotiate pay raises, they at the same time said, you need to have somebody in your workplace that is an advocate for you, because you really shouldn't be the one asking for it, because it could come back to bite you, right? Like if you ask for it, or like you put yourself out there, you could be like leaving yourself vulnerable. So you need to have an advocate who can speak on your behalf to your successes. I was like, this is crazy. So you're like, this is the one thing that I was like, there's a huge contradiction here, because we want to teach women to be an advocate for themselves and like highlight the successes that they've had as reasons why they deserve things. And now you're telling them also, however, just to protect yourself in a corporate environment, you need to have someone who's an advocate that can speak on your behalf. And I was so thankful, I was like, I'm so thankful that I started in a small business, one that was run by a woman, but equally one where there were performance-based promotions, internal promotions, and that I had a lot of control over my career, because I don't know, I just didn't have a lot of confidence when I was younger, and I couldn't imagine having to walk into my boss's office and ask for a raise or a promotion when because I felt like I had been doing a really good job. And I have always been a really hard worker. I have always I've always gotten my job done. I excel at most things that I do, and I knew that I would be a really good employee for somebody's company, but the idea of having to be an advocate for myself outside of just my work speaking for it was really frightening to me. It was really uncomfortable. And I was so thankful that I had started in a company when I graduated college where my work was able to speak for itself. I was able to develop confidence over time. I think, now I would be able to do it, but for sure in my 20s, like I don't know that I could have, and I would have kept myself in a position where I was maybe underpaid or underappreciated. And I think that's why a lot of people get demotivated at the jobs that they have, because their work doesn't dictate the money that they make, the position that they have. And it doesn't make sense to me. I mean, we grew up, most of us probably grew up in an environment where, we played sports. Like I played soccer my entire life, and sports is a merit-based opportunity. You work harder, you get better results, you get to play. And I don't find that a lot of companies have job opportunities like that, and so they'll hire these amazing, motivated individuals that after a while just stop working as hard, not because they're not hard workers or they're lazy, but because the work that they're putting in isn't getting recognized, it's not getting rewarded. And as a woman, right, it's a big topic right now, women in business and the opportunity gap, and having to really assert yourself. I was just so thankful to be in a performance-based opportunity, because I was always going to work hard anyway. And that's what we do at Coast. That's what we do at my company, is create an environment where people can let their work speak for themselves. It doesn't have to be about who you know or how much somebody likes you. It's all about what you bring to the table in terms of your work ethic, your attitude, the kind of student that you are. And I think that's how it's supposed to be. I think that's how it should be. And when people are looking for jobs, I think that they need to really think about how they're going to be valued in a company. Is what they bring to the table going to be more important than maybe who they are, or how long they've been there, or who they know? And I really encourage, I do a lot of interviews, I really encourage people to think about that and to take care of themselves and their career long term. When at the end of the day, I can't rely on anybody else, but I know that I can rely on myself.